Okay, we're ready. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, and welcome to all of you, to our faculty members, members of our Board of Trustees, parents, family, friends, and a special welcome to the class of 2022. This is the first, yeah! All right. This is the first of 3 special events to honor the class of 2022. And as I begin, I want to offer a special welcome to all of those who are watching online. I especially want to welcome those members of the Pace Academy track and field team who are gathered in front of a computer screen in Columbus, Georgia, watching this event live. Good luck, Knights. You know, we'd hoped we could clear enough calendar space to celebrate all our amazing seniors in one day. The fact is, they just keep winning. Best of luck to them and throughout the weekend for their meet. Tomorrow, many of you will also gather to see the Pace boys and girls tennis teams hopefully bring home a state championship as they compete at Berry College against a familiar foe. And yet another team, which shouldn't go without recognition, our varsity baseball team, will play at home in the Final Four on Monday at Charlie Owens Field. So will be the theme of this event and of this weekend, which is that these young people who sit before us have faced a lot of adversity, and they faced it head on, and they have achieved in all areas of school life in ways that make us proud as a community. I offer sincere thanks to all of you for being here, and it's now my pleasure to invite Holland Proctor to our stage to give the invocation. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here today with all of you to celebrate the class of 2022 and their accomplishments. Thank you, Holland.
Okay, this is about the right height because I'm in wedges. Okay. Hello, Pace family. Before I begin, I would like to thank all of the students, family, friends, and faculty for joining us here today to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2022. I would also like to share a prayer for our Pace family. Please bow your heads. Dear God, as our time at Pace comes to a close, I would like to reflect on the past 4 years. Let us give thanks to those who have contributed to the nourishing and special environment at Pace Academy. Environments like this don't just happen. They are formed by the faculty, students, and family who work together to allow us to thrive. To our faculty who have worked tirelessly to ensure that we have the tools we need to grow and achieve, we thank you for the ways you have inspired us, motivated us, challenged us, and guided us into greater knowledge. To the students who have evolved from peers to long-lasting friends, together we have navigated hardships and borne burdens. Thank you for giving the gifts of joy, encouragement, and refreshment to those you surround. To the families who seek to understand, support, and nourish us in every way, we are forever grateful to be able to come to you just as we are and to be comfortable with who we are. Lord, thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for the life you have created for us, for our health, for this remarkable school, and for the long-lasting friendships that have made throughout our high school years. Please continue to watch over us and extend this grace and gratitude as we head into the next chapter of our lives. In God's name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Holland. The Pace Academy Alumni Association and the Richard C. Kessler family co-sponsor the Pace Academy Excellence in Teaching Award. The purpose of this award is to acknowledge excellence among Pace Academy faculty and to help foster an environment in which faculty members continue to strive for excellence in their students as well as themselves. The Alumni Association awards the recipient a $500 stipend and an engraved crystal apple as a symbol of its regard. The Kessler Travel Study Grant provides $1,250 for a travel study experience to advance the recipient's professionalism, experience, and expertise, leading to an enriched association with their students. Derek Hardesty, a member of our Board of Trustees, will make this presentation.
The Kessler Awards given each year by PACE to recognize the outstanding teacher of the year. I'm proud to announce that this year, Dr. Christine Carter has been awarded this year's most prestigious teaching award. Dr. Carter has many awards, that would take all afternoon to read, but among them are graduating magna cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa from Wellesley and earning the department teaching fellowship at Emory. But she'll now have to make room on her shelf for the Kessler Award. In the classroom, she promotes curiosity, analysis, and careful reflection. One recent graduate wrote, "Dr. Carter's class feels like another home. You always feel calm and comfortable." Another student, "Dr. Carter's class was definitely challenging and more work than I was used to. However, I also felt like she was always available to help. I always appreciated how much she enjoyed the subject." One tradition of Dr. Carter's AP US History class, for you all APUSH, is her President's Debate. As one student wrote, "At the end of the year, this was a really engaging and effective learning experience." In her own words, Dr. Carter aims for her students to discover how our understanding of history shifts depending on who is asking the questions. As all the students know, PACE is so lucky to have Dr. Carter on the faculty, so please help me in congratulating the winner of the 2021 and 22 Kessler Teaching Award, Dr. Christine Carter.
Unfortunately, Dr. Carter is not with us today. I hope she is watching on the live stream, and if she is, Christine, congratulations. During the 2002-2003 school year, a PACE family established the Cum Laude Society Fellowship for Outstanding Teaching to recognize an upper school teacher. Cum Laude Society members Megan Hardesty and Pranav Pradeep will now come forward with this year's award.
Hello. When deciding on the recipient of the Cum Laude Teaching Award, the senior members of the Cum Laude Society composed a list of characteristics that an excellent teacher embodies. There was one trait I believe that we left off our list: predictable. Mr. Smith is predictable in the sense that you know he will be the first to turn on his classroom lights for morning extra help and the last to turn them off in the afternoon. You will always have 2 homework assignments, one day 1 and one day 2. After each homework assignment, you will pray that your baby animal does not pop up on the whiteboard via the computer program that Mr. Smith designed himself, as this signals that your homework will be checked. You will never catch him in the lunchroom, but you can expect to find an empty Cliff Bar wrapper on his desk in the period that follows. His tests will be difficult, but you can assess the damage quickly as he will have them graded by the next day, maybe even within the next hour. After each test, you can always look forward to trivia, which will decide if you can remain in the highly demanded seats on the left side of the classroom, or if you're stuck on the right side of the room, where it is hard to see because Mr. Smith is left-handed. While the material in Mr. Smith's class is intriguing, it is also academically rigorous. The predictability of the class and Mr. Smith ease excess anxieties and add an element of comfort for all students. Over the years, Mr. Smith has helped many students who place unnecessary stress on themselves see the value in learning and help them understand that 1 or 2 disappointing grades are not the end of the world. In my junior year, I emailed Mr. Smith for my winter exam grade and my final average for that semester. His email started with, "Unfortunately." While that is not the response I was looking for, he spent the rest of his email telling me that how proud he was of me for my work that semester and that that 1 grade was not indicative of my effort and overall knowledge. The next semester, he helped me rebuild my self-confidence and better test-taking strategies for the future. His guidance and support in this instance was a major turning point in my high school career. Thank you for everything, Mr. Smith.
In high school, very few things remain constant. Nearly everything, from friends to grades, is subject to change. But for my last 4 years, something that has held constant is Mr. Smith, from freshman algebra to senior calculus. A room filled with hundreds of dried up expo markers, pictures of students their calculators in exotic locations for spring break, and math team trophies from over the years has been a haven for me and several others. Students flock to Mr. Smith's room on Thursday mornings for donuts and challenging math problems. And whether you have his class or not, he always makes himself available as a resource for math questions, physics problems, and random trivia. Mr. Smith's dedication knows no bounds. Last year, he taught for 7 out of the 8 scheduled periods, one of which was my AP Statistics class. From 7:15 to 4, he's in his room grading tests and homework assignments, answering questions, and interacting with students. In my freshman year, he drove the math team to Furman University in South Carolina for us to participate in a math tournament. During most tournaments, Mr. Smith stays well into the afternoon, oftentimes after the students leave, in order to collect any individual and team awards. Every year, he organizes a scavenger hunt for his multivariable calculus class, in which students scour the campus, embarrassing themselves in front of teachers and students alike, and try to find clues hidden behind a poster of Hedy Lamarr or buried beneath the small garden that neighbors the faculty parking lot behind Mr. Smith's house, Mr. Asap's house, sorry. Mr. Smith's dedication to teaching is truly unrivaled. Mr. Smith, thank you for being a constant in both my life and the lives of many others over the years.
The Lolly Hand Schoolkeeper Award is given annually by the Pace Parents Club to a teacher who exhibits extraordinary behavior enriching the lives of students in an exceptional manner known as good schoolkeeping. The award description is fitting given that its namesake, Lolly Hand, head of the upper school from 1996 to 1998, was a keeper of Pace Academy in more than one way. The award honors a member of the faculty who contributes to school life in a wide range of activities. Above all, the award represents the idea that learning happens in many forums beyond the classroom, and that the true greatness of Pace Academy resides in the meaningful relationships built between students and faculty. This year's Lolly Hand Award winner perfectly embodies the attributes of the award. A tireless advocate for the children in her care, she serves as a second mother to many Pace students, caring for them when they need help, cheering on their great successes, and worrying about them all the time. A steady presence in their extracurricular events, a master teacher in her own right, and a loving person to all on our campus, please join me in congratulating this year's Hand Award recipient, Allison Tarvin. Jesse and Sherry Crawford, past Pace parents, have endowed a teaching award honoring their son, Pace graduate Jesse Crawford Jr., a member of the class of 2008. The award was first presented in 2010. This 3-year fellowship honors 2 Pace upper school teachers who have demonstrated excellent teaching ability and the capacity to contribute to the field of teaching and to Pace Academy. Life is messy and complex. Nobody knows more than this teacher. And if it's a bit gross at times, she celebrates that too. Whether it's expertly conveying the intricacies of cellular structure, or helping students bring their research ideas into reality or hone their ideas in Model UN, this teacher shows care for her students that she works with. In the process, she demonstrates to us all what it means to be a moral citizen scientist who respects the diversity of life of the people she interacts with. One of the award winners this year is Kaylin Haislip. Our second award recipient is adored by their students. I've heard stories of students literally roaring with glee when they hear he is chaperoning their trip. His enthusiasm for his subject is contagious, and it's evident in the classroom. He loves to connect with students while teaching how the internet works, playing with turtles, or doing the Wordle. On the weekends, you'll find him working with our esports or robotics team, or playing disc golf. No matter what, this teacher happily brings his A game every day, showing up and supporting students however he can. I'm pleased to announce this recipient, Charlie Bryant. It is my pleasure to announce the Jane and Herman Hipp English Department Fellowship Award, given by former PACE parents Ann and Bank Hipp, and Mary Hipp Haddow and David Haddow, as well as Mary and Bank's late mother, Jane. Jane Hipp was a lover of the English language and an avid reader, and this award honors her memory. Ann Hipp is with us here today to present the award. The family established this fellowship to recognize an English teacher for outstanding classroom performance. It is designed to support future fellows by providing them opportunities to enhance their classroom experiences. This year's recipient of the Hipp Award is a passionate educator with a tremendous commitment to his students in our school. Employing multifaceted, interdisciplinary pedagogical techniques and an endlessly creative approach, this teacher meets the needs of many types of students. Involved well beyond the classroom in affinity groups and his beloved TEDx, congratulations to this year's Hipp Award winner, Robert Kaufman. The Knight Capital Investment Group is an extracurricular organization founded in 2009 so that students can learn the skills needed to understand financial markets and become good investors. Each year, the group gives a Knight Capital Investment and Education Award to an upper school teacher. Jonathan Merlin will now come forward to present this year's award.
The Knight Capital Award. The Knight Capital Award is given yearly to a teacher who the members of our club believe teach their students in innovative and creative ways. Last year, we gave the award to Miss Allison Tarvin, who taught all of her classes in interesting ways despite battling cancer. We are proud to give this year's award to a teacher who finds new ways to teach his chemistry students year after year. He uses a model skeleton to teach his anatomy students and give them a better understanding of the body. Every year, this teacher also leads a mini-semester on fantasy sports that is always a crowd favorite. Outside of the classroom, this teacher is always there to greet you with a smile in the hallway and have a chat about sports or chemistry. I am pleased to award this year's Knight Capital Teacher Innovation Award to Mr. Matthew Smentek.
Congratulations. Pace Setter co-editors-in-chief Mackenzie Martin and Catherine Crawford will now come forward to present the dedication of the Pace Setter.
The word impact is defined as to have a strong effect on someone or something.
You may be wondering, what does the word impact have to do with the yearbook dedication?
To us, impact is the only way to describe the effect this teacher has had on all of our lives.
An impactful person makes a difference in your life, and in this case, a positive one.
An impactful person listens, displays empathy, and turns that empathy into change.
All these attributes perfectly sum up the 2021 to 2022 yearbook dedication recipient.
This faculty member's actions do not go unnoticed. As freshmen in high school, we all have that vivid memory of boarding a bus to go on our freshman retreat and being greeted by a welcoming smile from an unfamiliar face. Little did our class know at that time how much this person behind the smile would impact us. As freshmen, this person was our leader as we embarked on the confusing journey known as high school. He listened when we cried about failing a test or having PDC drama. Although it had only been 14 years since he walked the halls at Pace as a student, he too was trying to figure out what to do in these situations, and on top of that, give us guidance. Last year, I had the privilege of taking his biology class. Although we covered all the material, my favorite part of the class was that before we got started every day, he would spend about 5 or 10 minutes catching up with us and letting us get to know him better. The relaxed environment of his classroom fostered a space for curiosity and genuine learning. As seniors, we all had the chance to vote for the recipient of the yearbook's dedication. The votes for this teacher significantly outnumbered all the others. In previous years, and according to tradition, the dedication honoree must have been on faculty at Pace for at least 5 years. This year's recipient is truly exceptional because this teacher has only been on faculty for 4 years. However, his hard work to shape us into the young men and women we are today will last a lifetime. He has taught us to be kind, patient, and appreciative citizens of the world that strive for excellence. When thinking about this dedication as a whole, the constant theme throughout his page was impact. Last May, I went to his office and cried nearly every day or every other day. With all the noise around me, he listened. No, I'm not exaggerating. It got to the point when my mom said, "If you want a therapist, let's do it, but it can't be him." He's impacted my life more than he will ever know, and his compassion and empathy for each of his students is unparalleled. Through it all, this person has stuck by his grade, his students, and the Pace community. This year's yearbook is dedicated to Mr. Ewing. Did you feel me shaking?
The Pace Academy Parents Club each year recognizes those faculty members who have achieved 20 years of service. Eleanor Klingler, Pace Parents Club President, will join me in presenting an expression of great appreciation to this year's 20 Years of Service Award winner, a woman who is an extraordinary teacher of history, an extraordinary colleague, friend, and the queen of our awards. It's my honor to give it to Emily Stevens.
Senior Class Vice President Margot Kay and Secretary Allie Campbell will now come forward to present the senior class gift.
Hi everyone, I'm Margot Kay. I'm the Senior Class Vice President.
And I'm Allie Campbell, the Senior Class Secretary. We are super excited to present to you the Class of 2022 Senior Gift. This school year, we finally returned to a feeling of normalcy since the pandemic. And in conjunction with that, the Senior Student Council has worked hard to bring back many traditions that we missed due to COVID, to foster our grades connection. From a successful Spirit Week and a Thursday night sleepover, to the 4 senior student council members passing out candy canes and costumes in the halls of the upper school, We have aimed to keep up the morale and reinstitute so many traditions that many of us have been looking forward to for quite some time.
With that being said, we wanted our senior gift to enhance the smaller aspects of our time at Pace that we cherish just as much as the big moments. Some of the small moments we will all miss the most are the times during break or during lunch when everyone is congregated outside or in the commons all together. These were the things that so many of us didn't realize we would miss so much once we left Pace. So, the Senior Student Council is proud to donate an outdoor swinging bench to Pace to put in the gardens. We hope future grades will come to enjoy the small moments like we did, and we wish that this gift will foster the connections and bonds of future grades. Thank you.
We now pay special tribute to the 39 members of the class of 2022 who have attended Pace Academy since their pre-first year in 2009. Their picture appears on a special page in the Pace Sitter. Recipients are asked to come forward to the stage and remain. Awards will be distributed from the tables in the lobby of the FAC by Senior Class Dean Ben Ewing after the ceremony. Our 39 lifers are Samuel Alkire, Carly Appel, Matthew Aronson, Cargill Bell, Sam Brooks, Caroline Brown, Jake Buffenbarger, Nikki Byrne, Thea Chastain, Reese Cleveland, Catherine Cochran, Catherine Crawford, Marielle Fruman, Kathleen Glass, Kate Grabowski, Walker Green, Buck Hall, Sam Howe, Claire Sue, Kate Jonas, Alex Karamanolis, Alexandra Litvak, Robert Malice, Patrick Marr, Mackenzie Martin, Emma Stewart Mask, Grayson O'Berry, Maggie Pope, Cameron Saney, Jack Siegenthaler, Allison Silverboard, Meghna Singha, Alex Spinelli, Jason Tapper, Grant Thompson, Nora Wagoner, Thomas Wells, Harper White, and Jordan White. Make a row in front. Let's make a row in front. Make a row in front.
Being an Eagle Scout requires immense hard work, dedication, and service to others. It gives teens something to strive for and instills confidence, leadership, and a commitment to community. These skills carry on to college, career, and adult life. Only 4% of Scouts ever achieve the rank of Eagle. I'm proud to present the Eagle Scout Award to Samuel Alkire.
One of the most important honors a scholar athlete can receive is the Pace Academy Letter Blanket. This award is presented by the Pace Booster Club to those seniors who have earned 4 letters in a single competitive activity or 6 letters in a combination of competitive activities. In 2003, the Booster Club and administration officially named the Letter Blanket Award the Charlie Owens Letter Blanket Award in honor of Coach Owens' then 35 years of service to Pace Academy and Pace Athletics. In 2018, he retired from Pace Academy after 50 years of service. The letter blankets are presented by the Booster Club President, Gabriella Carroll, and Director of Athletics, Chad Wabrek. Recipients come to the front of the stage and remain. Collect your blankets at the conclusion of the program from the tables in the FAC lobby. Please come forward. The recipients are Xavier Agostino, Samuel Alkire, Carly Appel, Laura Arendt, Matthew Aronson, Jeremy Avellaneda, William Baker, Cargill Bell, Niall Bennett, Jude Black, Edward Blaha, George Blaha, Samuel Brady, Nikki Byrne, John Catherman, Leah Favero, Juan Figueroa, Marielle Fruman, Hannah Genzer, Marissa Goodman, Kate Grabowski, Megan Hardesty, Grace Heineman, Sam Howe, Gabby Hudson, Kate Jonas, Deuce Jordan, Cole Kaplan, Margot Kay, Henry Losink, Robert Malice, Alex Mathias, Raina Mosley, Morgan Neal, Jeffrey Ramos, Josh Reed, Hunter Rocker, Cameron Saney, Ben Schiffer, Ben Shelton, Meghna Singha, Alex Spinelli, Matthew Steiger, Jason Tapper, Grant Thompson, Connor Vance, Jack Warren, Thomas Wells, Harper White, Jordan White, Jayla Weidman, Jay Williams, and Jackson Willoughby. The Lance and Shield Award is presented annually by the Pace Academy Booster Club to students in grades 9 through 12. Winners demonstrate leadership and fine moral character, and they achieve a high level of athletic success. The winner has a passion for athletics, a commitment to being the best they can be on and off the field, and is a role model for their peers. Students may win once in grades 9 through 11, but all students are eligible in grade 12. Chad Wabrek and Gabriella Carroll, president of the Booster Club, will present Lance and Shield Awards to seniors Laura Arendt and Jeremy Avellaneda. Laura's at the track meet today. The Career Contribution to Athletics Award is presented annually by the Pace Academy Booster Club to senior students who have participated in a sport every season of their high school career at Pace Academy. Chad Wabrek and Gabriella Carroll will present this award to senior Megan Hardesty. The Pace Academy Arts Alliance presents George Mengert Lifetime Achievement Awards to senior students who have enhanced the Pace community through their involvement in a minimum of 8 extracurricular programs or productions sponsored by the Visual and Performing Arts Department, and who have participated in these activities during each of their upper school years. We ask Arts Alliance co-president Christy Smith and chair of the Visual and Performing Arts Department Sean Bryan to present George Mengert Lifetime Achievement Awards for 2022. The recipients are Caroline Brown, Jake Buffenbarger, Nikki Byrne, Allie Campbell, Austin Culpepper, Rebecca Can, Asada Manigo, Molly Myrowitz, Maggie Pope, Lauren Smith, Pierce Smith, Shaliza Thabani, and Jayla Weidman. Come on. In 2018, the administration and the Upper School English Department officially named the Pace Academy Literary Prize the Rix Carson Pace Academy Literary Prize in honor of Rix's then 40 years of service as an English teacher at Pace Academy. Today we present this award in honor of Rix, a master teacher and poet, to a senior student in recognition of outstanding achievement in creative writing. Incoming English chair Bailey Player will make this presentation. The Pace Academy Literary Magazine, The Night Gallery, is dedicated to supporting and broadcasting the creative talents abundant among the student body of our upper school. So many young writers and artists have contributed their submissions to our magazine, and even more have attended meetings to decide which submissions deserve the honor of being part of the published magazine. Since her freshman year, Jayla Weidman has participated in every aspect of Night Gallery. She has submitted numerous pieces, been published multiple times, and been a regular staple at meetings, weekly meetings. She is known for her distinct writing voice and is superb in leading discussion and offering keen insight. It is with great pleasure that we present Jayla with the Rix Carson Pace Literary Prize. The Ralph Lee Newton Literary Award is presented to senior students for outstanding achievement in the literary and speaking facets of our program. This memorial award is dedicated to Ralph Newton because of his distinguished career as a teacher, school administrator, newspaper editor, and principally for his lifelong devotion to the purity of the English language in its spoken and written forms. Tamara Neely, advisor to the Nightly News, will present the Newton Literary Award to Nightly News co-editor-in-chief Meghna Singha for her outstanding writing, her vision for the newspaper, and her remarkable efforts towards its execution in her 3 years on the staff. Susan Wallace, upper school performing arts teacher, will present the Newton Literary Award to Ryan Varma for his outstanding performance on the Pace Literary Meet team. In addition to winning regional competitions, Ryan won first place in last year's state competition in extemporaneous speaking. Please come forward. Departmental awards are given to the students in each discipline who are judged by the faculty of the department to be outstanding. The criteria for this distinction are grades, depth of understanding, and enthusiasm for the subject area. Recipients and presenters, please come forward and remain as each departmental award is announced. In the study of computer science, Christina Snyder presents the award to Jack Warren. In the study of English, Marcia Derlin presents the award to Eleanor Dupree. In the study of science, Kaylin Hazlett presents the award to Michael Lynch. In the study of Spanish, Cappy Lewis and Paula Pontes present the award to Thomas Wells. In the study of Latin, Cappy Lewis and Elizabeth Cann present the award to Jordan White. And in the study of French, Cappy Lewis and Nancy Robinson present the award to Marielle Fruman.
In 2016, the Outstanding Student in History Award was renamed the Mike Gannon History and Excellence in History Award as a way to honor Mike Gannon's then 20 years of service to Pace Academy. The honor is awarded to a senior history student who reflects those qualities that have come to exemplify Mr. Gannon's stewardship of his classes and our school. Academic rigor and an understanding of history that extends well beyond the textbook and the classroom to the complex dynamics of human interaction. History Department Chair Tim Horner presents this year's award to Henry Lusing. Please come forward.
The Robert A. Yellowlees Visual Arts Award is given in honor of the former board chairman and life trustee Robert Yellowlees, who has been a patron of the arts at Pace Academy and across the nation. In 1998, Mr. Yellowlees established a fund to advance the photography program at Pace and has funded a permanent collection of fine photography for our school. The award is presented to senior students who have demonstrated exceptional work in the visual arts. Mr. Yellowlees is unable to be with us tonight. Visual and Performing Arts Chair Sean Bryan and Visual and Performing Arts Teacher Donis Bloodworth will present these awards to Mackenzie Sloan and Julia Holmes. Please come forward. The James De La Fuente Fine Arts Award is the named award for exceptional work in the performing arts and is given in the memory of the life and accomplishments of the noted Atlanta violinist and composer James De La Fuente. This year, 2 awards for outstanding performance will be presented. Sean Bryan, Chair of the Visual and Performing Arts Department, will present the first award to Caroline Brown, and Sean Bryan and Tara Harris will present the second award to Lawrence Smith. Please come forward. The Sidney A. Rush Mathematics Prize, Pace's Mathematics Department Award, is named for Pace Business Manager Emeritus Sidney Rushin, who made a qualitative difference at the school. He spent the final 20 years of a business career that spanned many decades as business manager of Pace Academy, his second full-time career. The Sidney A. Rush Mathematics Award is emblematic of his commitment to the excellence of our students in the study of mathematics. Heather McCloskey, Chair of the Math Department, will make this presentation to Senior Benjamin Chern. Pace's Senior Athlete Award is named in memory of Raymond Buckley. In many ways, Ray was the spirit of our school. The coaching of athletics was such an integral part of his life that Pace is honored to have its Senior Athlete Award named for him. Chad Wabrick will make the presentations. The recipients have had outstanding Pace athletics careers. The Raymond Buckley Award is presented to 4 seniors: Edward Blaha, Josh Reed, Megan Hardesty, and Gabby Hudson. Edward and Gabby are away from campus. The Jim and Leslie Wheeler Scholar Athlete Award was established to recognize 2 students from each grades in grades 7 through 12. Student athletes selected for this award have outstanding grades and exemplify sportsmanship, good citizenship, and high moral and ethical standards. They are students who strive for excellence in academics and athletics and know that healthy minds and bodies lead to balanced lives. Chad will present awards to Kate Jonas and George Blaha, who are both running in the track meet. Kent C. Taylor Jr. epitomized all that is best in PACE students. His classmates established the Kent C. Taylor Award to perpetuate his memory, honoring the kind of positive example that serves as an inspiration to the school. These seniors demonstrate respect for their school and individuals in many quiet ways. Tim Horner, chairperson of the History Department, will present Taylor Awards to Nikki Byrne, Rebecca Can, Cole Kaplan, Shania Porter, Pierce Smith, and Jackson Willoughby. The Marjorie Russell Wilmot Award recognizes students who generate support for their school. In their loyalty and infectious enthusiasm, they personify the term spirit. Gary Wilmot is with us today to present these awards to Eddie Aronson, Matthew Aronson, Leah Favero, Alex Karamanolis, Margot Kay, and Grant Thompson. The Peter Hoffman Honor Scholarship is presented by the family of Peter Hoffman. Peter was the president of the Parents Club, a dedicated father, and a beloved member of the Pace family. Associate Director of the Isdale Center for Global Leadership, Ted Ward, will present these awards. The student recipients of the Hoffman Honor Scholarship, who exemplify strength of character, assurance of personal conviction, and acceptance of others, are Victor Ovalmaris and Harper White. The Gladys Johnson Service Award is presented to seniors in recognition of outstanding service to the school. This award is given to those who demonstrate devoted and unselfish service. The awards are presented by Ted Ward to seniors Jake Buffenbarger and Maggie Pope. The Courage to Strive for Excellence Award honors Mike Murphy, a much revered head of school who celebrated the whole child and who believed in the value and dignity of all the students in his care. He encouraged the faculty to notice and inspire students at every level of achievement in school. He often quoted Pace's motto, and it is appropriate for this award to highlight his legacy while honoring particularly outstanding students. The award recognizes 2 students selected by the faculty for significantly raising the level of their academic study and for their perseverance and maturity, traits that set an impressive example for others. Ben Ewing will present the Mike Murphy Courage to Strive for Excellence Awards to Kate Grabowski and Jonathan Merlin. Director of College Counseling Jonathan Farrell will come forward to present the valedictorian and salutatorian medals. The salutatorian medal is presented to the student with the second highest grade point average in the class and is awarded to Samuel Alkire. Pace Academy's valedictorian is the student with the highest grade point average. The medal is presented to Cargill Bell.
This year, I am pleased to present 4 Headmasters Awards. The first Headmasters Award recognizes a passionate voice for the underserved whose personal journey has led her to leadership roles on the Diversity Board and the Gender Sexuality Alliance, as well as community activism beyond PACE in Black Lives Matter and immigrant advocacy groups. A disciplined, intensely curious student, one of her teachers compared her to a flint at a campfire. One of her questions is bound to spark discussion and then light the class on fire. First Amendment Fellow, history buff, and future journalist, Madison Auchincloss. A doer, a thinker, and the best friend you could ever have is our next Headmasters winner. This is a classmate who notices when people aren't understanding, raises her hand, and gently redirects the discussion. She's made her mark on the PACE stage and in plays for the last 4 years, but also in a riveting TEDx talk last fall. Service to others runs deep in her DNA. She has an unusual vein of empathy that allows her to actually live the experience of those who need help. Actress, peer leader, homeless advocate, and kindness incarnate, it's my pleasure to present the second award to Allie Campbell. A gifted, driven student athlete and entrepreneur, the third Headmasters Award recognizes a citizen of the world who has excelled as an ICGL scholar for global health and the leader of PACE's Board of Diversity. His secret seems to be his incisive intelligence, attention to detail, and a tenacity second to none. This is the student who reads the rest of the book after the teacher assigns an excerpt, or who pursues perfection in a course like multivariate calculus. All this, and he's the most likable, good-natured professional cricket player you'll ever meet. And the type of big brother who went to join his youngest brother for lunch at the lower school yesterday. It's my pleasure to give it to Pranav Pradeep. final Headmaster's Award goes to your ideal teammate, whether on the field or in the science lab. Leading by example, he is the glue that binds the group together, and his kindness and even temper cut through the stress. He clears the way for everyone to do their best. Make no mistake, though, this student is a tough competitor who picks up on complex math concepts just as fast as he jumps in to fix the audiovisual equipment during a crisis at the Junior Classical League. Moreover, he's a competitive lacrosse player and was selected academic All-American. Problem solver, Frisbee fanatic, and ultimate good guy, Jason Tapper. Pace Academy lost two great friends and benefactors when former Pace parents Philippa and Hilton Court passed away. We honor their legacies with the Philippa and Hilton Court Service Above Self Award, which recognizes a graduating senior who exemplifies the court's selfless dedication and devotion to others. Philippa embodied grace and exuded energy. She competed in marathons and triathlons and summited Mount Kilimanjaro, stewarded wildlife conservation in her native South Africa, and devoted herself to her family and others. Hilton, former chair of the Board of Trustees at Pace Academy, never denied anyone in help, whether it was giving of his time or financial assistance to a variety of philanthropic causes or to a patient who could not afford treatment. The word no did not exist in his vocabulary. Both Philippa and Hilton demonstrated their servant leadership to Pace Academy and in the Atlanta community and around the world. The Court Service Above Self Award this year goes to an activist, community leader, and captain of her own ship. Energetic and independent, this student has fought for clean air and water, climate change awareness, and gun violence prevention. She founded the Atlanta Beltline Partnership at Pace, liaisoned for Trees Atlanta, and started the upcycling program in the middle school. What really stands out about her, though, is the warm personal touch she brings to her work with groups like GSA and the Board of Diversity. This change agent and visionary has, in a word, made Pace a better place. Ted Ward will present the award, the Court Award, to Allison Silverboard. The George Kirkpatrick Pace Night Award was created in 1992 to honor members of the senior class whose many selfless contributions to the school demonstrate honor, dedication, exemplary attitude, and loyalty, attributes of a true Pace Knight. The award is named in honor of Mr. Kirkpatrick, Pace Academy head of school from 1972 to 1994. The first Kirkpatrick Award goes to a student who almost single-handedly made sure we operated on campus during the 2021 school year. Interning with the IT department, he figured out thermal cameras, went troubleshooting all over campus, and helped a lot of befuddled adults, call those teachers, get a clue. And that was even before football season started. When he turned his analytical powers to plugging gaps in the Pace defense or later in academic classes where his diligence and positivity set the standard for exploring new ideas and lesser known or even unpopular viewpoints. Ask him anything, for example, about the Articles of Confederation. His favorite activity, though, is Jared's Heart of Success, a nonprofit where he counsels kids about guns and group violence intervention. Techie, scholar, and Iron Knight, it's my pleasure to present the Kirkpatrick Award to Xavier Augustino. The second Kirkpatrick Award recognizes a leader who emerged early in her high school career and has supercharged the class of 2022. Full of grit and ambition, she quickly learned how to organize and motivate groups towards seemingly unachievable goals. Her steady growth as a public speaker has been a hallmark of her success in a wide range of activities. From presenting immunotherapy research to doctors at Houston Methodist Hospital to recruiting corporate sponsors and foundations for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. She has the rare combination of compassion, drive, and strategic thinking that always gets results. When I gathered a group of seniors earlier this spring to help select a faculty award and asked who I could trust to deliver me the results, there was an immediate harmonic chorus of her name. Miracle Night soccer MVP and class president, Carly Appel.
Sponsored by the Daughters of the American Revolution, this award is presented to a senior who best exemplifies the highest ideals of individual responsibility. Consideration is given to honor, service, leadership, and patriotism while setting a high standard of academic strength. The Daughters of the American Revolution Citizenship Award recognizes a student who paced forward in some of the most challenging positions at PACE. She's shown grace under pressure in keeping PACE summer programs for at-risk kids, during 4 years on the Honor Council, and as an ICGL volunteer with Second Helpings, delivering food to the community. Her friendly, self-effacing manner belies a sharp intellect who never backs down from a challenge and who knows how to bring people together. The thoughtful and mature young woman, she has the soft answer which turneth away wrath. Night Gallery editor, selfless tutor, and fairy godmother who always colors outside the lines, Helen Smith will present this award to Raina Mosley. Raina is at the track meet today. The Atlanta General Constitution Cup Award recognizes a senior who is academically outstanding and sets a standard of honor for others to follow in many areas of school life. Intellectual curiosity and a strong sense of adventure define this year's winner of the AJC Cup. Equally adept at computer science or AP poetry, he excels at inquiry and exploration off the beaten path. Inspired by a bicultural heritage with one foot in India and the other in Alabama, he brings an easy, relaxed wit and a light touch to ambitious projects like Trees Atlanta, Eagle Scout, and yes, learning capacity of zebrafish. Whether it's a life-changing ICGL trip to Guatemala or a 3,000-mile bike trip across the country, his eye is always on the next horizon. Samuel Alkire.
PACE Academy's highest honor is the Frank D. Cayley Award, which is presented to senior students in recognition of outstanding achievement in all areas of school life throughout their time in the upper school. This award is given in honor of the school's first head of school who loved PACE and served here with distinction for its first 13 years. Mr. Cayley's children are unable to be with us today. The first winner of PACE's highest award has mastered being a force without being forceful. He makes his mark but spends a lot of time listening, really listening, to everyone he meets. He may be known as the boy with the big brain, but no one has ever carried their intellectual gifts with more humility and balance. One teacher said that he never gets down and never shows frustration. Instead, when things aren't working out the way he wants, he fixes them. He was the inaugural TEDx talker and a standout in Model UN. He has said that he's fascinated with the Japanese concept of the balance between what you are good at and what you love, what the world needs and what you live from. So maybe he really is a Zen master. Our Cayley Award winner is Cargo Bell. You're going to need lessons in Japanese. Okay. The second Kale and final Cayley Award winner today goes to a student who loves using computer science to solve real-world problems. Concerned about inequities in education for young women, she founded African Girls Code in Sierra Leone, as well as Girls Who Could Code at Pace. She combines the off-the-charts intellectual horsepower with a fun-loving attitude, absolute dependability, and a deep sense of community. These qualities are never more evident than when she's marching down the street in a toga at the Junior Classical League, chanting the Pace motto. With research interests ranging from the mystery religions of the 2nd century Rome to using cellular automata to model epidemiology, this young woman is going places. It's my honor to present it to Sydney Fox.
It is now my opportunity to say goodbye to the class of 2022. What a memorable high school experience they have had. And if we're really being accurate, we might switch bizarre for memorable. They had a 9th grade year like anyone else, but just as they were getting comfortable as high school students, the end of their 10th grade year disappeared in a flash, and we slid into the extended agony that was Zoom school. 11th grade was mostly in person again, but without assembly or class gatherings, without fans in the stands or friends at the cafeteria tables. One-way staircases. It was bizarre, and I'm not sure if it was even school. The class of 2022 dealt with lots of uncertainty in the last 4 years, and they dealt with it better than most of the adults in their lives, at least based on the email traffic I've had to read over the last 24 months. They were calm and understanding through all of the pivoting. I remember conversations in the gardens, in the commons, and hallways, where a student would ask me for an explanation of one incongruous moment or another. And we would leave the conversation acknowledging the incongruence of whatever policy was in place, but also saying, we understand. The class of 2022 was a mature group that was forced to grow up sooner than they probably wanted. And as a class, they shared so many gifts with us over the years, academic, athletic, artistic, but their most significant gift was what a faculty member recently referred to as institutional knowledge. They remembered what Spirit Week was and how it was supposed to happen. And homecoming, and dress-up nights at games, and full final exams in Inman, and how to actually run an assembly. They were far less good about attending assembly, but they did know how to run it. And they knew what school was supposed to be, and they led the way for the rest of the group that frankly had very little knowledge of this. I have so many fond memories from this school year of relative normalcy, of a typical high school life that we'd been so missing. The class's extensive case of early onset senioritis, Cole Kaplan's announcements at assembly, B as in beneficent, Amalia's nightly news videos, chess matches in the commons, senior boys that brought pace wrestling back, capstoned by Sam House State Championship, dominant cross-country and track teams, back-to-back state soccer titles for the boys, and a few more championships coming this weekend, an amazing Shrek musical, live choral band and strings performances in this room again, with petting zoos and games of assassin and cheering for each other at senior nights. They were just fabulous performances, big and small, all year long. And our school is so grateful. To be sure, they had great leadership from a loving faculty and a masterful dean, the man with the mustache herding all the cats. But what was so important to me was the return of the day-to-day, run-of-the-mill life of school. And even more importantly, it was this incredibly nice group of kids. They actually were really kind to each other. And I can't tell you how much more critical this has become in the last 2 years and how underdeveloped this trait is in many. If you leave with any wisdom from Pace Academy, it should be this. And don't ignore my daily advice, which usually began with, please don't do anything stupid today. But be nice. That matters more. Please remember that. They managed all of this with so much grace. Their senior testimonials spoke to the fact that their experiences were difficult, but meaningful and worth the effort. And most importantly, this class put us back on track. That was their greatest gift to us, right? After years, they brought school back to the way it was supposed to be. And for this, Pace Academy and I am forever grateful. I love this class. I'm proud of you, and I will miss you more than you will ever know. Congratulations. Okay, a couple of final announcements. We have a reception under the tent for all of our guests after this assembly. The pace setter will be distributed to all seniors immediately after the program. That too will be under the tent. And Allie Campbell is going to come forward to deliver the benediction. Thank you.
Please bow your heads. Dear God, we thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed upon us these past 4 years. We value the lessons learned, friendships made, challenges overcome, and most of all, the love you have always shown us. May you remind us of all that we have accomplished, going online our sophomore year, reviving old traditions, navigating an unpredictable college application year, and doing it all with enthusiasm and unity. May you grant us the wisdom to follow our own advice, and remember not to take ourselves too seriously, always be open-minded to new friendships, and to never make a spreadsheet for a dance again. May you give us the courage and strength to persevere through future challenges and the ability to learn from our inevitable errors. May you inspire us to see the world through your lens of love and treat it with compassion. As we go forth on this new journey, we ask that you stabilize us when we are weak, save us from harm, and guide us in our choices. May you lead us through this time of many lasts, as well as our many upcoming firsts. May we go forth in love and service. Amen.
And for the very final time, seniors are dismissed.